So I have a couple of videos out now, and I've noticed that one of them is kind of exploding. I say exploding, it passed 100 views. I think that's huge. And the second one I posted only has 2 views on it. And I noticed that the click-through rate started out right about 8 on the one that has over 100 views. And then the one that only has 1 or 2 views, it started out around 2 or 3%. Um, and then I noticed that the one that has 100 views that started out, at 8%, it dropped down to about 2.9% and it quit showing it to people, or it showed it to them at a slower rate. And then as I was watching it, as people started to watch it, it started to click back up to about 3, and then it started to show it to a lot of people again. So I'm thinking there's a threshold around 3 where it keeps showing it to people. And talking to some people that I know who do YouTube, they said if theirs starts out at 10 and slowly declines from there, it's usually a good video, which makes sense because mine was about 8. And it's a good video for me, but this would have been a flop for most people, I think. But I mean, last time I checked, it was at 120 views, which is crazy for, I'm just sitting down talking like this, and for that many people to see it. And it got, I think it's up to 4 subscribers from it and a handful of comments. I think that's pretty exciting. Um, but the other video that didn't get a whole lot of views, and the click-through rate just wasn't there. You can't really get data on how it was received if nobody's clicking on it. So that means that when it shows it to someone in the feed, it wasn't eye-catching. So either the title or the thumbnail or the combination of both, slash the video idea in general, just wasn't a hit. And I can't even judge the content of it or where in the video they're getting bored or any other data because there's not enough people watching it to give me that data. So watching some videos on that, I found that some people will pay to have professional thumbnails made, and that is a strategy to get people to actually click on your videos. Now, that's great. You can get a lot of clicks at the beginning or whatever to give your video the best chance, but unless the video itself has good qualities throughout it, like this one probably doesn't. I don't have a lot of opening and closing loops. I don't have edits or flashes throughout it, so people are going to drop off at a faster rate. But I can't even know where to adjust until people watch it. So I was considering paying for thumbnails or maybe just doing some extensive research and trying to figure it out myself. And I was thinking to myself, someone who, if this is their first attempt at trying to make money, maybe they don't have $10 for a thumbnail. I guess that's about how much it costs per thumbnail, which is a lot of money off a video you're not making any money off of, or one that people might not even see, just to throw $10 around like that. So I started thinking, how could you get $10 if you really just wanted to try that out? Like if you really thought your video was great and no one was clicking on it because you don't know how to do thumbnails or titles or whatever, how could you come up with $10 or $20 to get a couple of thumbnails? And I really started thinking about resourcefulness. There's lots of ways to get money that don't require anything. I have been moving lately. I'm moving across the country from Utah to Texas here in a few days. And so I've been selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and I have a lot of extra towels that I've accumulated over the years. And I posted for $6 a stack of like 4 or 5 towels, and someone bought it within 2 days. I got $6. Like I'm most of the way there to buying a thumbnail. So I guess the lesson or the thing I've been thinking of is if you wanted to have a professional thumbnail, or at least that part of it done professionally on Fiverr or some freelance site, look around the house and sell an old pair of shoes, or look in the garage and see what's what your parents don't use or what you don't use anymore, or even get rid of some of your towels. That was the craziest thing to me. They came and bought that towel, or the chair I'm sitting on is actually for sale right now, and it sold for $14, and it just came with the apartment. Like the person before just left it. Like between those two things, I have enough for a couple thumbnails, and I haven't looked into the prices of like script writing, or editing or anything like that. But I probably should, because I'm sure that I could sell junk that I have laying around, or maybe it's not junk, maybe it's stuff I don't use anymore. And I could probably, tooth and nail fight my way to having a pretty professional video from start to finish completed. You know, I record it and send it off to someone and they can produce it. Now, I think that is maybe counterproductive because I'm trying to develop the skills. But if I just wanted to test that out, you know, maybe I pay for some thumbnails and kind of learn what styles work and then learn how to make that style. There's different avenues to do it. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but that is something I am looking into. And it just is something that I learned that, you know, you can reinvest into your hobbies. You know, maybe your hobby is not YouTube, but maybe it's refinishing a table and you don't have enough money to buy the stain or to find, you know, a table that needs to be restored. Start with what you do have, list it on Facebook, you know, go to the local library if you don't even have a phone. There's ways to do it. And just be resourceful. Think about where the money can come from. I think that that skill of just seeing opportunities to get money to change hands and to change into your hand is a more beneficial skill than having a million subscribers on YouTube. I think that learning how to find those opportunities is what's going to get you there. I don't think that there's really any other way. There's no secret or hack or trick. I think it's just using what you have to get to the next level. And then from there, more opportunities will open up to get to the next level and the next level and the next level. Now, I'm super grateful and just kind of dumbfounded that this many people are watching and commenting and subscribing so far. I'm on track to hit 300 subscribers here shortly. Not something I was expecting from these very low quality videos. You know, I'm still learning a lot and still learning how to formulate ideas. I haven't even hardly gotten around to editing. Like I've said before, I do have some projects in the works that are going to be hopefully higher quality. But for now, for consistency's sake, I'm keeping them around this quality and just kind of talking about these things that I've learned. And some people are finding value in it. I've had a couple of people say that they're going to go, you know, revamp their channel that they tried to start. Which I love hearing that. So if that's you, or, you know, maybe you think what I'm saying is complete crap or I'm missing something, there's flawed in my logic, please tell me. I love that. I need to hear that. And I love the interaction. So again, thanks for all the support so far.